You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
This is Matt Hag endorsing the claw grip.
360 no scope.
How about Keyboard Cat?
Keyboard Cat's dead, John. Show some respect.
Yeah, but Keyboard Cat.
Someone must have, I don't want to use the term broke into my car.
Never had a rock tumbler.
I always wanted one, though.
What was Deuce Bigelow doing in the male Gigolo movie?
Welcome to Born in the 80s. I'm your host, John Danger Rowe, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt Haig.
TJ May.
Yes.
On location.
Yes, TJ
TJ's
is
on
live
location.
on location in the store. I have some Razer stickers that came with my mouse that I bought that I just saw. So if you want some cool, like,
Send a self-addressed
1999...
stamped envelope to Care of Bite Industries,
Yeah, Care of Bite Industries to 123 Fake
Chicago,
Street.
Illinois.
Yeah.
What is that?
No,
stick,
this is-
stickly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
You can't
that's
really
pretty
see these if you're listening to the podcast, if you're not
They
watching
look
on
like
Twitch, but they're snakes. They're like snakes that are all like in like a diamond or like a triangle shape, and
like
they're
a
badass
biohazard
looking.
of snakes.
Yeah, but also it's the most like early 2000s ass like bro tattoo that you can imagine.
Yeah, it is. I was gonna say, I'm gonna
Like
get that
like a
tattooed
pro
on my
wrestler
lower
has
back.
this tattooed on their like in a band on their arm.
like
you know
on
what I
their
mean?
left
Like-
shoulder blade.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fucking rad. No, I got a new mouse. I splurged on a Death Adder Elite. I picked this, Matt. I went on the CS:GO like a fan website for like the professional gamers and looked at what mouses they own and play with. And I was like, all right, which one should I get?
You're like, I
I
will
wanted-
be as good as that person if I have
Because
that
I wanted to
mouse.
make. Well, okay. I think about it this way: is I want a good mouse. These people literally their entire career depends on their mouse being good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's got actually not a lot of people have the Death Adder. A bunch of the pro gamers do use the Death Adder, but a lot of them use Zowie mouses, and there's some Logitech gaming mouses. But those ones I was reading like the Amazon, they're like a little bit smaller, and I have fairly big hands, being 6'5". So
Big strong.
I'm a palm. Do you know the 3 mouse grips? What are the 3 mouse grips?
No.
There's palm, there's claw.
What am I? I got my 2 fingers and then is that a claw?
No. I'm gonna bring up an image here so I can demonstrate it on my hand in the video. Oh god, okay, it's a YouTube video, but okay, palm. This is palm, where your whole palm is resting on the back of the mouse, and then you're like, and so when you're moving it around, your whole weight of your palm is sitting on. You click. Claw is where you kind of have the back, and then your fingers are like this, like arched.
Okay, yeah,
Off?
that's what I got.
Really?
That's what
like
I've
your fingers
gone, yeah.
arched? Like
Well,
like,
it's my palm is touching and my fingertips are touching.
I think I do the claw as well now that I'm thinking about this. Because
I'm not just,
now
like,
I'm thinking about it.
flat.
This is my grip here. Well, you can't see it from that angle, but
Yeah.
there's like a gap. I think the claw is even more like this though. Like your fingers are just like straight up and down, like over the tips of the edge, so you can get like the best
Well,
clicks.
according to epicgear.com, there's just the palm grip, the claw grip, and the tip grip. So
So
it's
I have
gotta
the
be
tip-
one of those.
I have the tip grip, is what I believe I use. So that's where, like I have like, I kind of like have my, I don't know how to describe it. I use these my thumb and my what's that finger? Not the ring. That's a ring finger.
Yeah, that's right.
To like grip
you
the
are
sides
married,
of the
right?
mouse, and that's how I move it around. And then I just have my fingers on top, so the palm is never.
So your
resting
palm
on
doesn't
top.
touch at all?
No.
Yeah, that feels really unstable and weird to me.
That's just the way I'm used to it. Is fingertip grip. So is fingertip grip, pro gamer mouse grip styles. What am I doing it wrong? Should I be
No,
doing
what
the
you
claw
gotta do is
grip?
you have to practice moving from one grip to another as quickly and efficiently as possible for when the situation
What is this?
changes.
Playing a guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just a tip grip, straight up. Fuck, man.
Grip that tip.
I thought it was a palmer. Mini gamers, the fingertip gives the most precision and speed because there's no added dead weight from resting on your palm and the mouse. Similar to the claw. Yeah, the palm is the worst because your whole weight of your hand is on the mouse, so it's not able to move as quickly. I think it's because I've been like a first-person shooter gamer for a long time on PC. Is that with the fingertip, I have like the base of my palm is on the mouse pad, and then I'm just using like this movement to move the mouse everywhere with the high sensitivity, so I barely have to move.
Yeah, I just play everything with a controller now because I'm like kind of a purist. It's kind of been my thing forever. So, yeah.
Well, I think the claw grip works really well too, though. So I'm a fingertipper. The fingertip grip. All right, but that's my
esports corner.
Yeah, John's esports corner.
Tag this one: How to Be a Professional Esports, starring Matt Haig, who is definitely the Matthew Haig that is Nade Shot.
Yeah, Nade Shot, baby. This is Matt Haig endorsing the claw grip.
360 no scope.
So you know what? What's interesting? Tip grip is extreme rapid movement. Claw grip is for RTS gamers, is what they're saying.
Oh, that makes sense for me, at least.
So,
I don't.
Yeah,
I guess
well, what's
is
crazy?
that just like this? That's what you tend to develop if you play that, or that's
I think so, and I think the
that?
tip grip is the first-person shooter grip because you have the ability to move rapidly, the easiest.
That's interesting.
Man, I didn't realize like what type of grip I was until I literally just walked through it just now, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's it. I'm a tipper. Tipper gore.
Well, I saw a video of a squirrel in a shark sweater eating an avocado, so we're both leading like really fulfilling lives tonight.
Yeah. I'm just happy to be away from my dog. She's a lot. It's like having a child.
Fuck that dog.
It's a lot of work. I love her to death, but
take her out to the highway. Just let her run free. And
I can't.
Without her.
You can't let your eyes off her because she'll sneak down to the basement and poop on the carpet. We're getting another baby gate to solve that problem for the bottom, so she can't get out. She can only get to the stairs.
Yeah, that's one thing I hadn't thought about with your house ownership. You now have possession of a basement, which brings all kinds of fun problems, I'm sure.
What? I don't have a basement. It's all furnished.
Down to okay. But it's below ground property is
it's not below ground. I have no below ground.
Well,
if a tornado came, it would rip my house off. It's just a cement slab foundation.
So you're never gonna have to like rent a sump pump or anything.
Nope. Nothing's underground.
Good call.
Only let me see. The south side of the house is about half buried, maybe like 4 feet on one side. But yeah, so there'll never be any water issues because it's all above ground, which is great.
Well, I would probably know that if I was like invited over to play with the dog.
I invited you over. This coming week, you're coming over. Except for that.
Okay, except not Saturday because I got another fucking wedding to go to.
Me too. Are you going
weddings
to the same
all
wedding?
Around? What? No, I don't know. Do you know
somebody
somebody that's marrying my cousin?
God damn it! I need someone to look after my dog because we have a wedding to go to. I think I can get my brother to
doggy
do it.
Daycare.
He said he works. Well, we could just kennel him too, or kennel her as well overnight.
Yeah, but then they'll get the kennel cough.
The kennel cough?
Yep, that's the real thing.
What is that?
I don't know. It's something that dogs get vaccinated against before they're gonna get boarded.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't know what it's
I'm looking this up, and it's just here.
Yeah.
Infectious tracheobronchitis.
Yeah.
Canine respiratory infection.
It's just when you get a shit ton of dogs all in one space. It's like
it's like
children
the dog
at daycare.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like children in daycare. You know, like they just are disease factories.
Yeah, and if one has it, they're all gonna get it.
What's the name of the place I'm going to? I'm trying to think of it. We're going to I'm looking at the doggy daycare just to see if what the cost would be to have our dog sat overnight. Sleepover. Let's see here. Well, they said they're super. I don't know if this place is great, but it's like a franchise. Central Bark. That's where we're running our dog training at. How much does it cost? Can you tell me the prices, you bastards?
$4,000.
They're just like, enroll today. Oh, it's because this is this is the corporate website and not the actual like location. All right, because this will have the price. Because I'm sure prices will vary based on here it is where you're at. Oh, let's see here, Matt. I want you to guess how much daycare for one dog costs.
$60 per night.
Okay. Wow, this is not including the overnights. No, not overnight, just for the day. So, like, I'd bring them in at, like, 8 and pick them up at 5.
$40.
$27.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
But there's also a behavior assessment, which is a one-time fee on the first day that's non-refundable. That's $20. So if I were to take her in, it'd be $47.
Excuse me, sir. We've done the behavior assessment, and your dog is, in fact, an asshole.
Like, I just want to mention that they have a 10-visit punch card that's $257. If it's $27 a day, and you're charging $260 for 10 visits, that's barely cheaper. Why would anyone buy that? Like, you're barely saving money. Like, and then you have to use it 10 times. Sleepovers is 9 a.m. to 9:30, or 6 p.m. to 6 p.m.
That's a 5% discount, my friend.
Sleepovers, weekend, holiday, pickup time, or by appointment only. Overnight is $41, and includes the daycare the day before. So I mean, we could pay $60 and have the dog. Currently enrolled doggy daycare customers. But if you're not enrolled, it costs more. What does that mean? Oh, fuck. I don't know why people use doggy daycare. I mean, I understand why you would use it.
There are some people that, like, do it, like, every day when they're going to work if they have that much spare money.
Afford that?
I don't know. Some people
just got so much money.
You'd think if you're at that point, you could afford to have somebody just, like, come to your house to check on them.
Well, and that's what a lot of people do, because you can hire a dog walker and give them your keys, and they'll come in, grab the dog.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, like, way cheaper. That's, like, $15 a day. You know what I mean? But let's think about it this way. Let's say, okay, there's 4 weeks in a month, and 5 days out of the week you'd need it. So that's 20 times 20, let's say 25, just to make it easier. You know, that is $500 a month for doggy daycare. Yeah. I mean, it's not insane when you think about it in the grand scheme of, like, rent and stuff. But, like, and to have your dog, like, taken care of all day. But
think about how many chalupas you can buy for that.
That's
like
a lot of chalupas.
100.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because chalupas like what? Oh, chalupas aren't $5. Come on.
200?
You get 200 chalupas.
Oh, God, I'd die.
You don't have to eat them all at once. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. But, like, dogs are happy being alone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, like, why people, I don't know. It's like, because we're crate training our dog. And she'll just go in the crate. Like, she's happy being in the crate for 3-4 hours at a time. Like, I think people don't understand, like, dogs and cats are not humans. They're okay with sitting in a little den for 3 hours with all their toys so they can roll around and chew and whatever. And then when you come home, they're excited because they're I don't know, they're service animals. You know what I mean? They want to do, you know, and then they get treated whenever they go in. They get a reward whenever they are, you know, well behaved. So it's like, I don't know. And then eventually, once, you know, after about like a year, she'll be, you know, behaved enough to not, because she's teething now, and she'll chew everything up in sight if we let her out. So it's kind of like once she's, you know, well behaved and not teething, and we know that she is well behaved around the cats, then she can graduate to having the basement floor. We'll have a baby gate, so she'll have like a room to hang out in. And when she's housebroken,
she'll still have like the crate, but just leave the door open.
Yeah,
probably.
Because this is I wanted to say, if you get a dog, crate train it right away is the best thing you can do with a pet dog, because it's awesome. Because literally, she'll just go off and be like, "I'm gonna go sit in my crate and sleep." Like that's her place. That's her room. That's literally her room. And the nice thing is that you can get her trained, and she's already starting to learn this. And you can just say, "All right, kennel," and then she'll walk down there, go in, sit down, and wait. And it's like, so like if you need her to, stop chasing the cats, or that's also her punishment zone if she barks at the cats or starts chasing them. Although she's been very good, has only done that a couple times. Then she knows. Like, it's even funny too, because when she knows she does something bad, she'll go in there. it's like yeah, you know what you did. So, but
have you encountered? Well, since she's not free when you're gone, you probably haven't yet. But I always love when dogs, you'll like come home and they'll just have this guilty ass look on their face, and you know there's something waiting for you.
Oh no, that hasn't happened yet because she's crate trained. So every time I come home for lunch or after work, she is just entire, like, not even like wagging tail happy, entire butt movement,
just full
happy,
body
just
wags.
like full body wag, like just excited. And you open it's adorable too, because you open the crate and she'll just jump out and roll over onto her back, because she just is like, oh, so excited to see me. And then I put her a little leash on, and then we go outside and she pees, and then she gets a treat for peeing outside.
Man, I wish I got a treat every time I went to the bathroom.
It's so funny too, because the way that we're also training her around the cats is, I guess it's a strategy where you, it's where you just kind of, you say their name and you say, "Look at me," and then give them a treat when they look away from the cat that they're focused, because you'll see them focus on it, because they want to chase it. And for her, I know it's not like a predatory thing, because she is doing the exact same thing she does when she meets other dogs. As she gets, like, there's the play bowing where she gets down, she's butts wagging. It's like, yeah, she wants to play, she wants to wrestle,
like aggressive friendship.
That's what dogs do. They like to wrestle with each other. And yeah, that's sure, but you're like 27 pounds, so you're gonna destroy our cats, and they're gonna spike you is what's gonna happen, because they're not gonna want to do it. And so it's actually adorable too, because she knows. And it's getting to the point where, and now we've progressed past that to where I just treat her when she voluntarily looks at me when the cats are around. And it's getting to the point where when the cat is like out, she'll like come over and be like, "Hey, where's my treat?" Because I didn't chase.
Hey,
and so it's like,
just
it's
so
like basically,
I'm looking at you. I figured it
exactly.
out.
It's basically just rewarding them for being calm around the cats, and then they start to learn. Okay, I get a treat, and then if they are not calm, you put them in the kennel, and they're like, okay, so if I don't freak out, I get a treat. If I do freak out, I have to sit alone for 10 minutes. And so it's actually really working well. And we're at the point where they're sharing the living room, and we just have to kind of keep her either on a leash or holding her collar just to make sure she doesn't try and chase, because that, I guess, supposedly is like a feedback loop.
Yeah. If they start,
it's a self-rewarding behavior, because they
starts running, then they're like, "Oh, it's time to go. We're doing this thing."
It's just like innately built into the dog. So it's kind of one of those things you just have to be like, nope, you just gotta pet her and praise her for not moving. And if she tries to move, you just gotta hold her, and then she'll be like, okay, I can't do that. It's not what they want me to do. So we're making great strides though. So I think I'm done with my puppy training corner for the week. But I just wanted to say it's been a much better week than the previous week was, because that was just overwhelming. But now we're getting new rhythm. That's the thing you need with the dog, and that's why the crate's so good, is you schedule. It's like, boom, 8 a.m. I leave for work, you go in the crate. 11:30 I come home, let you out of the crate, you pee, you get an hour to run around and play with your toys and eat, and then boom, back in the crate for 3.5, 4 more hours, and then I come home. And it's just like, once you get that schedule, they love it. Dogs are like, it's just like, that's what's so great about dogs, is they just love like a rigid discipline schedule. They thrive on it because they love being told what to do, basically, because that's like kind of how they're wired, is they love taking directions. So when you give them like that, and it's just, so huge fan of having a dog. It's a lot of work, but I think it'll pay off when she's an adult and we can leave her alone and she can like nap with the cats all day. So, yep. And she's gonna get big, although she's not gonna get huge. I don't think. I think she'll be close to like 70 pounds, which is big, but not. I can pick her up. She's not going to be like 100, like her breed can get to be like 120, which is.
Yeah, you just always have to remain a little bit stronger than she is. So
yeah, well, that's the thing is that like it's kind of one of those things that you really got to train them in when they're young, because there's going to be a point where she's going to be stronger than you, especially those big ones that get like 100 pounds. And it's like, so they got to be now. But she's female dogs are a lot more submissive by nature, and she's definitely got some other breed mixed in there because she is very docile, like just very calm. She just wants to nap all day, except for when she gets wired. She gets playing with her toys and she gets real amped up and starts racing around, barking at herself. But yeah, that's it. I recommend it. Getting a puppy. Just make sure you have the ability to let them out every like 3 hours, which is hard. It's a hard ask for most people.
Yeah.
Especially because we got her at 12 weeks. We got her at 3 months. Like, you get a dog at you can start taking them home at 8 weeks. They can't hold it. Like, you can't even start potty training until 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then people get puppy pads, and then that ends up just being like. Well, the problem with that is it can start to train them to be like, okay, well, this is where I pee then, and even when there's not a pad there.
Yeah, it can work, and I know that at least Lauren's other dog that her parents had, she couldn't do kennel, they couldn't crate train her, so because I don't know, she came for the pound, and she couldn't handle being confined. So they used puppy pads that were great, and then she just eventually got to the point where like they moved the puppy pads outside, and then it was just like, oh, okay, and I have to ask to go out, and then now it just works. You know what I mean? So
okay,
but, like,
that makes sense.
Yeah. Like it can work. We put a puppy pad down just because, just to see maybe if there's an emergency and we can't get there, she'll at least use that and not go on the carpet. And it was ripped to shreds. She just chewed it up. I was like, okay, maybe that won't work. She had more fun ripping it apart than using it. So, no, but she's pretty good.
Nice toy you've gotten me. Let me destroy it.
Yeah. Our carpets aren't super new either. So, like, if they get kind of pooped and peed on a little bit, they're not getting stained or anything. They're already kind of not perfect. So. Plus, I mean, you get the cleaner right to it, and dog pee is different than cat pee. It isn't like heinous.
Yeah.
And dog poop is generally pretty solid, and it just comes off, and spritz it with the cleaner and damp towel, and then vacuum over it. Like, and it just sucks because it's like I just want her to be good, but I know it's like apparently it takes up to like a year old for them to fully get it. So it's just going to be a process. So, I don't know. It's fun, though. I'm glad. I'm really excited. And then, I sat in bed today during a nap when she was in her kennel because she voluntarily went in the kennel. So I was like, I'm going to close this and take a nap because you're going to give me an hour. And I was laying in bed and I was like, this dog is going to die when I'm 45. Like, if she lives 12 years. Like, I'm going to be 45 when this dog dies. I think, I don't know, TJ, if you can, you have kids. It's like, when the kids are out of the house, you're like, what age am I going to be? You know what I mean?
My kids are going to die when I'm 45.
Oh, that's too good.
Yeah,
that one
I
ready.
get that with my cats, too.
Yeah.
I try not to think about it. I block it out. Go into deep denial. Time's not passing. Shut up.
I know. And it's crazy because I don't know what happened. It was just nap thoughts or whatever happened to me while I was there. I was just like thinking about like the people that I knew at my previous job, that I had for almost 7 years that like were single and then got married and now have like 3 or 4-year-old kids. And it's like, Jesus, man, like time has passed. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But I'm 32.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fucking young. So it's not like I'm old. It's just that, like, I think this is this time when you start realizing how much time has passed.
Yeah, I feel like I've aged several decades just in like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter will be a teenager in 4 months.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, great. Take her to those Bieber concerts. Justin Bieber.
I don't think Bieber's still a thing.
No?
They go to like VidCon now.
That's kind of true. So you're gonna? Oh, is she Jake Pauler or?
No, she went to TanaCon instead.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard about that controversy.
wait, is that Tana
No.
Mongeau?
Whoever it is, yeah.
Yeah, Tana Mongeau. Yeah, because the one of the YouTubers I follow, Ian Idubbbs, he went to one of her meet and greets during one of her story times, and said that, to get a photo with her, and he said, "Say cheese, N-word."
Oh yeah,
because-
she's the one that.
Yeah, we talked about this. Yes, because
what is
on
it?
her like
is it Content
Snapchat-
Cop gave her?
Yeah,
a bunch of
exactly.
shit?
Yeah, because she was like just dropping N-bombs all the time, and so he was just like, I don't know, he called her out a bunch, I guess, and you know, he just did it as a shock thing, you know, obviously, just as like, hey, you did this privately, here we are at a public event, and I'm going to call you out, you know, for this. And she flipped out, of course, and like had to be escorted away and hid, you know. And it's like, I don't know, and he got kicked out. But it was just like, I don't know. I love his Content Cop stuff. You know, I don't agree with everything that he says and the way he goes about doing things, but
No, he's definitely
you know,
being a dick about it.
oh yeah, but I mean, but his idea is that like, I'm being a dick, but I'm upfront about being a dick.
Yeah.
All these other people are just like behind the scenes terrible and like monetizing all of these children, you know, while they're, you know, secretly these awful people behind the scenes. Like the story time, I'm assuming this is what your daughter watches on YouTube, but where they'll just like tell a story for like 10 minutes or whatever it is, like 11 to hit full monetization. It's
My
like
daughter
12
doesn't
minutes.
watch.
Oh. Well, anyway, this is something that they do, and I think what's the meme? Like, the waiter gave me tap water instead of sparkling, and then the like fucking subtitle of the video is, I was almost poisoned at a restaurant. Like it's always like the most over exaggerated like real life stories that happen, you know, like, or this one time I was almost murdered because I was heading home from a concert and there was someone behind us that we thought might be following us. We weren't sure, but I'm going to spend, 12 minutes talking about it and it'll sound scary. And then that's my story. And then I get up like 2 million views. Right, TJ?
That's so depressing. Yes.
Do your daughters watch like the fucking Spider-Man Elsa porn videos?
For a very short time, they really stopped that. It got too much for them. Very
I like that it just got too weird. They're just like, this is too weird.
It was
Like,
around
I'm
the
a
time-
child, but even I understand this is fucked up.
Yeah, it was around the time that we started talking about it was when they already stopped.
Yeah.
They'd seen it. No, only one of my daughters is really into YouTube, and by really into YouTube, it's just Dan TDM, which at least is more decent. Wholesome.
Oh yeah, I mean he's great. Diamond Minecart.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just searched Google. I just searched Spider-Man Elsa just to see like they're still doing videos, although
I think the algorithm's not.
though they're done. The last upload they had's a year old. The Webs and Tiaras
Nice.
like one.
Well, that one.
Well, yeah, that's true. You're right, because they probably like change. But I think this meme is over. You know what I mean? I think they're on to something else now. I mean, like there's like kids doing Kinder eggs still, like all those fucking weird videos.
The new big one is the really, really awkward, especially because it doesn't get built for YouTube Kids. If you use the YouTube Kids app, is like really, really awkward versions of nursery rhymes done in really bad animated format. That's one of the more popular ones nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm about to stop it.
Looking. Yep. All right.
So,
get yourself
then,
some.
We'll talk about me getting broken in.
Yeah. All right. Get yourself something to eat.
Hack that menu.
I'm gonna
So
stay on
looking-
video, but
Yeah. I'm sorry. The I'm looking through YouTube the Spider-Man Elsa videos, and it looks like it's pretty much died off. Like, there's not a lot of stuff that's, because I think, I don't know if TJ got into this, but the YouTube Kids got really cracked down on these, like the app. When I think that's where a lot of the views came from. And so now there seems to be a couple that are really popular. Let's see here. Yeah, there's one called Doggy Doggy Play-Doh Cartoons, which is Frozen Elsa and Anna Build a Doll's House video. But I'm going to give this credit, even though it's like stealing IP and is doing it. This is like actual stop-motion animation Play-Doh, though. Like, there's some actual artistry in this. This isn't just people buying fucking costumes from, you know, what like Halloween Town, or what are the name of those stores?
Party
Halloween
City.
Express, Party City, yeah. So, but it's still kind of weird because there's like a baby Hulk, like a baby Elsa. It's kind of the same like themes of videos. Like,
Yeah.
there's also a
It's
baby
just-
Elsa and an adult Elsa taking care of him. But this is actually like somebody took Play-Doh and made like little figures. So like
I
some
don't know
work
if that makes
going
it
into
better.
this.
It's still just like finding an exploit in the algorithm and then like
Oh
pumping
yeah,
out as much
it's like
shit
let's
as
use
possible.
popular. Yeah. Yeah. It was about a year ago that because H3H3 did a video on inappropriate kids channels about a year ago, and that's kind of when it ended. I think that's kind of when it kind of peaked, and they were like, okay, and YouTube was like, hey, maybe we should actually like get someone in here to like look at these videos that are getting like put up,
Yeah.
and then maybe
we should do like some actual curating instead of
yeah.
just, like having
Well,
it
especially
all
for the
automated.
YouTube Kids. Like, I
Yeah.
understand YouTube as a whole, whatever, but like the videos that are directed at children, those need to be vetted, because there were like videos that people were like getting on YouTube Kids where it's like Peppa Pig like dropping N-bombs, and it's
Yeah.
like, this is not what children should be watching. So
One of the biggest reoccurring problems for YouTube, and I guess Google in general, is just they put way too much faith in, like, let's just let the algorithm take care of it. It'll be fine. They just trust their programming to solve it, and it always ends up badly.
yeah, I get it. I mean, I because like I've heard the argument, like Jim Sterling from Jimquisition on YouTube will rant about like, you know, how it, like all these like Steam will just only use an algorithm, they don't actually do any curation, all this stuff. I'm like, but I like get it, because like that's the future. There's no way, like when you're making such a big content atmosphere, that you can have, because if you do the moderation, if something slips through, they're going to blame you for not catching it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like it's like a lose-lose.
But you still get the
Either have
blame
it
if it comes through no matter what.
But at least though, you can be like, well, we're working on the algorithm and we'll fix it, you know, like that. It's not like, oh, some person missed this. Like, you'll never be able to get rid of human error. But I don't know.
Until we get rid of all the humans.
Yeah, I'm not advocating like completely removing people from any sort of content, you know, checking. I'm just saying I understand why they're doing it, because you could never.
And when you realize
it.
that they have like 20,000 hours of content being uploaded every minute,
Yeah.
like,
it's just impossible.
Isn't
Or
it something like 1 to 5 years of content uploaded every day?
it's
I
like,
wouldn't be. I haven't heard recent statistics, but it wouldn't surprise me.
what, you guys want to be YouTube heroes?
YouTube heroes.
I kind of still do if it involves what's the thing? Closed captioning stuff.
Let's see here. The most recent YouTube statistics from like a week ago. Oh wow, YouTube. The very first YouTube video is 23rd April 2005.
Time's not passing. Shut up.
300 hours of video every minute.
Jesus Christ.
How many minutes in a day?
60 times 24.
Yeah, 1440 times 300. Math. TJ, this is you.
I think he's eating or waiting for food.
That is.
Either way, he's on mute.
I'm waiting.
Wow. Wait. 300 hours every minute.
Well,
So
just put it
every
this way, for every minute, it gets 1.8 million times that in YouTube content.
Yep.
oh my god.
So every day, there's 1.8 million days of content uploaded.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So every day. So according to this, so it's 432,000 hours every 24 hours. So every day there is 18,000 days worth of content. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
I'm sure that
shouting
math
into
is
the
wrong
void
too,
at this
but-
point.
Well, even
Do
if
you
it
have
is
any statistics on
18,000
how many?
days,
Do you have any
that's
statistics on
60
how many
years-ish.
hours are of content are viewed each minute?
Oh, I don't even know. Let me check. But and how much of that is worth it? Maybe 3 or 4 hours a day, worth watching. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Not per day, but I will say that the total number of hours of video watched on YouTube each month, 3.25 billion hours a month watched by the viewers. It
So
is
you're telling
so
me there's hope.
astronomically, money. Wow, did you know that YouTube is running at a deficit still?
It wouldn't surprise me. That was
They're-
kind of
they're-
why Google did that alphabet split, so they could separate the money making portion from the other portions.
It says according to the YouTube company financials, and I don't know again how accurate it is from merchdope.com/YouTube statistics, but this article was supposedly updated last week. He's saying that the annual cost of running and maintaining YouTube is $6.35 billion, and their annual revenue generated from YouTube is $4 billion. And this is insane when you think about it. Of Google's ad revenue, website ad revenue, YouTube is 6% of that. Only 6%. That's crazy.
That makes sense why YouTube seems to be so kind of the red-headed stepchild of Google. Whenever something demonstrates poor management or whatever, it's because Google, the larger company, really doesn't give a shit about 6%. They're just
Do you want to know
whatever
who?
you
Do you want to know who the highest paid YouTube partner is?
Is it Jake Paul?
Nope. Dan TDM. 16.5 million he made last year on YouTube.
What?
But when you think about this, in 2017, the highest paid YouTube stars, so the partners, made 127 million in 2017. That's an ad revenue of 4 billion that they're making off ads, and the highest paid stars combined for 127 million. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
We're getting
They're not getting. You're
screwed.
not getting anything off of YouTube. Even the people that are making fucking hay on YouTube are not making. They're getting scraps regardless. This is why everyone does Patreon and merch, because that's where the real
Yeah.
money comes in. But I don't know if that 16.5 million is including his merch and all that shit too, though. For that guy, here's the crazy thing. This happened last year. Remember? Do you know Ryan Toys Review?
No.
So this is
Maybe? I
a
don't
channel this is 6-year-old who reviews toys. Like,
Okay.
and like different toys. It's kind of a kids channel because this is where all the money is on YouTube, by the way. Because people just, I
Yeah.
don't know if you do this, TJ, and I don't want to accuse you, but I know people do this. Is they'll just pop their kids down and put YouTube on, and then just keep yourself fucking like entertained. So this channel, okay, this was much more than just a 6-year-old doing reviews. This guy's, it's like they got animation on this channel, educational videos. It's much more than that. So this is clearly the parent doing all of the work here. Like the kid is just ancillary here. But he's 6 years old, and that channel made 11 million last year. But this is the thing, is that like I think people will be like, this is such like unbelievable how people can make this. But I mean, these views have like an average of over 1 million every video, but they're doing a video every day, and like looking at these videos, they're like really high quality, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Which group are we talking about? Because I wasn't listening.
this is Ryan Toys Review.
Oh yeah.
But like, you know, they get the cameras in. It's like, it's just a kid playing with toys, basically. It's like literally like porn for children. You know what I mean? It's just like reality TV is like porn for adults. Like that isn't like sex.
I think porn is
That's
porn for adults.
Yeah, I think you're right. My analogy fell apart there. But like I'm talking about like the rich people porn that is reality TV, where people just watch like reality TV, like there's shows that are on
It's
reality TV. So they're
visual
like,
potato chips.
Yeah, it's like I'm a rich person, so here's a video. Or here's a show just based on what I get to do as being a rich person, and that is the worst shit. And so that's what this is. This kid gets every toy imaginable and plays with them, and so kids can just watch him playing with every toy imaginable.
And one day that kid will be president.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. This Ryan Toys Review video is 30 minutes long, and it is Carnival Games for Kids with Surprise Eggs. It's called. It has 43 million views. That's from last year. And it's just like the kid, like, they're like doing like darts, and the winner gets to open a Kinder Egg. And like, it's so fucking
My kids used to watch stuff like that.
Yeah. The society is over. It's the worst. It's
I want
so
to
bad.
know what like happened where Kinder threw down the hammer and was like, "Do not use our name in the video. Call them surprise eggs."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure because
Like there had to be
that.
some kind of legal action, probably, or the threat thereof.
Ugh. Anyway, fucking A, dude. YouTube is a fucking awesome place, but also horribly like It's Wild West. You know what I mean? Like, and anyone can. YouTube.
Yeah, but let's not forget that it gave us Chewbacca Mom, so it's all worth it.
Don't forget about. Oh, I was thinking Chewbacca. I was thinking about the video. One of my favorite YouTube videos is just it's somebody has like an end table whose door opens and it sounds like Chewbacca. And so they just have like Chewbacca's head and it's just like every time it opens. Man, that's a good video. I don't know Chewbacca Mom. I've never watched that one. We got Keyboard Cat though. How about Keyboard Cat?
Keyboard Cat's dead, John. Show some respect.
Yeah, but Keyboard Cat was amazing.
Was.
Well, it still is.
Yeah.
But like when that was in the zeitgeist, like that was great.
When that
memes.
was all you needed to have like a viral hit on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now
was-
everything's
what was
like
that in space?
fully produced shows and shit.
Yeah. Like memes now are just like insane things. Like a meme now is just like nonsense. Back in my day, memes
Back in my
were
day.
real.
You just had to film your child coming out of the drug-induced state of being at the dentist, and
Yeah.
it was golden. And
Yeah,
then
it's
this
just
other
kinda
child
crazy.
bit this other child.
Charlie bit me. It
Oh,
hurts. It
fucking
really hurts.
classic videos. And actually, it's
rainbow all the way across the sky.
it's actually like interesting the way that like memes have changed, and then like I think people like bring it up to like it's kind of like Dadaism, I guess, in like Spain, and like during the Civil War era in Spain, where like humor was just absurdity. Because like people were so disenfranchised by
Because the world was so garbage.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way it is right
What's
now.
that like?
Yeah, well, it is. We live in hell right now. People
Yep.
are like, hey, when you die, do you go to heaven or hell? No, we're already in it. So you go.
Hey, don't
there's only
forget
one
there's
way to
still
go.
children in cages. So.
Yeah, let's not worry about that. I don't want to know about that. Anyway. It's actually really interesting that it does sound like. Now, I don't want to get super political, but it seems like that there is a split happening right now in the Republican Party. At least it sounds like the Koch network right now, the Charles Koch family has talked about how they are distancing themselves from the GOP and Trump, and are focusing on specific candidates that are to their like conservative liking, and not people that are just doing the Trumpism stuff. So anyway, it seems like that people are
It seems
seems
unlikely
like
that there would be any kind of like official party split, but
no,
there are a lot. There does seem to be a lot more division going on now.
yeah. Well, it does seem like because I guess they're having their like Koch network meeting for all of their like fundraising right now, and they're just kind of like, well, they're okay. Here's the thing: the current administration is extremely protectivist and anti-globalist, and big companies like the Koch network. Protectionism costs them money, a lot of money. Globalism is the key to money. Like the job I work in right now, we do a lot of sales in the US, but our biggest markets are in Asia and Europe. Like, and anything jeopardizing that is bad.
Yeah.
And like really bad. And when you lose the big business behind you, you're going to have a real hard time getting elected. And I know that's something that is not, like, there's certainly not a lot of Democratic Socialist people that are looking for those big business things. But also, it could be a point where it's like, well, we want to tax corporations more, but also we're not going to stop your globalization. It might be the math works in one way versus the other. And it's like, well, we're going to pay more in taxes, but we'll be able to not have to worry about tariffs costing us money, so...
Yeah, or it could just be to the point where like political contributions aren't worth the investment for those companies anymore, so they spend that money somewhere else. Because if they're not getting the return they want, then I don't know. But I don't know shit about shit.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say what the president's doing is he's not. It's not out of idiocy. It's out of some sort of idea that he can win a trade war and get more like U.S. friendly deals made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just some sort of crazy, I guess, I mean, the way this guy is, I guess. He
It's
just
a
thinks he can do it all himself. And I don't know if that's going to work.
His own PR too much. Despite,
yeah, well, and it's kind of like, hey, here's the thing. If it works and the tariffs are gone next year and the U.S.'s export fees are lower than they were before, that's a net win. But the chaos that it's causing right now is bad. Really bad. And is it going to be worth it? Only if we win, which isn't a guarantee. It's just insane. Like, why would you do this? It goes against what every economist says. Globalization, immigration are key to becoming a more powerful nation. Is getting experts to immigrate to the U.S. and take those highly skilled roles. It's just crazy. You hear about like hiring managers saying, well, we can't get the people we want now, so we're going to move our company to another country. You know, like, yeah, sure, your taxes were lowered here, but we don't even pay taxes in the U.S. anyway. So we're just going to move to another country because we can get the people we need.
Well, I heard that Coke prices are going to go up because the aluminum tariffs are making soda more expensive. So that's probably good for America. So
yeah,
I
that
think
actually could be a benefit.
He's making America skinny again.
Yeah. Heck. Oh man, you want to get skinny? Get a dog.
Can I do it without that?
Going on multiple walks a day, like being forced to, is beneficial to your health. Is what I've learned.
That's what I did.
TJ, what are you eating? I can hear it.
Playing Pokemon Go.
It's a beefy 5-layer burrito.
Oh wow!
Did you count the layers and make sure?
No, it's in the $5 nacho fries box. I'm making it political. Nacho fries are back, baby.
Yeah, make nacho fries great again.
Yeah, oh man, so I had a doctor's appointment at my neurologist on Monday, so I'm probably going to get an MRI of my brain coming up. So that'll be fun. But anyway, after I had that, I went to Taco Bell to do their happy hour or whatever, happier hour, and I got like the Baja Blast freeze.
Yeah.
And I got, because I hadn't eaten lunch really, and I got that, and I got not a beefy, I got the beefy Fritos burrito because that's cheap.
Okay. That's
and a bean and rice burrito, and it took so long. I was in the drive-thru for like 15 minutes. I don't know what was going on with the cars in front of me, but like the lady literally gave me food and was like, "Don't worry about it, it's on us. Sorry for the wait." And I was like, all right, free Taco Bell. I just had to wait for 10 minutes in a drive-thru to get it. Anyway, Taco Bell has the slowest drive-thru, FYI.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, I've been to some pretty slow McDonald's drive-thrus.
Fair enough.
If you go during the happier hour, it is slow because...
Well, they have one person working the front desk and the drive-thru.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And probably only one manager and one person on the line.
I know,
that's the mid shift.
It's insane, like compared to what it used to be like in the fast food industry. Because when I worked at McDonald's in fucking small town Podunk, Darlington, Wisconsin, 2,000 people, in a McDonald's that was connected to a gas station, so not even like a huge like venue, there were during like just like regular weeknights, or weekend days, like there were a grill person, a sandwich assembly person, a fry station person, a drive-through person, a person for the front, and a manager, and maybe an extra floater person. Like 7 people working back there. And like whenever you look at like places now, it's like 3 or 4 people. It's
what
like
about
a thing.
What about weekdays 2 to 5?
Well, I don't know about that because I was at school during those times, but even in the summer it would be slower, but there would still be like 4 or 5 people back there. Like I feel like this is a thing that's happened with like franchises, is that they've cut back on labor like a lot. I'm like, well, you can have
preparing
4
for
people
the robots.
can handle it.
I went to Office Depot earlier today to buy some compressed air, and also I call it Office Despot because I can't not. But there were 2 people working in that whole store, and neither of them was working a cash register. So I kind of just like wandered up to the front of the store and just kind of stood there for a while. And
yeah, it's kind of an insane thing that I've noticed in like retail stores and that. It's like whenever you go to the grocery store, like, okay, so I went to the grocery store last week. It was at like 5 o'clock. It was after work. I was picking up some stuff on my way home. Like, there was it was the after work rush because there's always a lot of people at the grocery store like 5, 6 o'clock. I got up. There was one cashier line, one running, and there was one person in the 15 items or less line, and then the rest, all the people were in all the checkout yourself. I had a big cart full of stuff. I was like, there's literally one line for someone like me right now during the busiest time for grocery shopping on a weekday, like at 5:30. And then like there was like 7 people in line. I was like, this is insane. Like, I feel like all of these retail places cut back on labor and have like just per every location there are less people working on the floor than there used to be like 10 years ago.
It definitely seems like it in some industries. Like, whenever I go to like an Office Max or Office Depot type store, it's always completely empty. It's like always a ghost town. Because I feel like that's one of the industries that got hit harder by like everybody just buying shit on Amazon now.
Yeah.
To a lesser extent, like Best Buy is a little bit like that too. It's always a little bit busier because there's certain stuff that you want to be there in person to demo, like TVs and stuff. So they get more foot traffic from that. But it's still just like brick and mortar stores are like so much more empty than they used to be.
Yeah. Well, so I'm looking at a Forbes article about retails and looking at like, okay, so unemployment is like at one of its lowest points in decades. But one sector that's losing jobs and not gaining jobs is retail. So there's still less people working in retail than there were. Like, and there's analysts saying that what's happening now is that the like all these companies are putting less people on the floor, and that's lowering their sales because
because it's people, a shittier customer experience.
Exactly, because like people like Matt are like, why do I have to wait for register? I could just go on Amazon and buy this, and I'll have to wait 2 days, but I don't have to like fucking go to a store and not have anyone around to check me out for like 5 minutes while I walk around. Yeah, it's really weird, and it's like. Yeah.
And I would have gotten this on Amazon, but I was like, my graphics card fan is going full bore, so I just wanted to get this and like spray my case out before we do the podcast. So I need it now, and I don't know where else sells this stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Here's an article from CNN Money just saying that retail jobs are lower, but there's jobs everywhere else. It lost almost 70,000 jobs in 2017. Well, every other industry basically gained jobs. It's crazy. I mean, it's totally it. Every time I go into a retail store, it feels like a ghost town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just really does.
Except for, like, Target.
Yeah.
Like,
there
the
are
more
places
consolidated
where it's good.
ones. Anything that's even a little bit specialized is starting to feel a lot emptier.
Like Walmart, tons of people there. Like, always. Like, Target, tons of people. But yeah, like if you go to like a Macy's, like, maybe I'll see a couple people. Like I went to a Sears because Lauren was getting something at the mall, and I was like, well, I gotta walk somewhere. I went to the Sears and was like walking around. And I saw like 2 people in the entire store, this huge store. And it's like, wow, like you're gonna lose sales. Like if someone had come over to me and was like asking me questions about stuff I needed, I may have walked away with like a hose or something I needed for my house. But since there was no one talking to me, I was like, I don't need to carry anything. I don't want anything. But if someone were like, hey, well, you got a new house, like, hey, is there anything you need? Like, do you have a shovel? Do you have like all these things? Like, oh no. Like, well, we got these ones on sale. That could have been a sale, but that's not there now. Like, it's literally just like kind of like, I don't know. It's like they've given up towards like online.
The Kmart side of Sears is doing better than Sears. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's just weird.
We're turning old.
Well, it's just weird because it's kind of like, and it's like a self-defeating thing. It's just like, well, we're making less money, so we need to cut retail staff, which is causing people to not enjoy going to stores as much, which is making us have to cut more, and then Toys R Us closes.
I just want a clothing store with self-checkout.
Like, yeah, clothing stores are something
Target's
that probably never go away.
But I don't buy my stuff at Target. But yeah, like
when I buy like nice clothes for like work and stuff, I have to go to a specialty store because I'm a large man. But when I go to like the king size or like Destination XL, like I go in, I try stuff on, like a sales associate's like, "Ooh, I like the way that looks with that." I'm like, yeah, look in the mirror. Oh, this could you get me a pair that's a little bit tighter than this one, and they're like that, and they're like, "Yeah, this is great," and then they just ring you up, and it's like that was great. I like all the clothes I have because they all fit and they looked good, and I actually get to try them all on in front of a mirror, and like they'll never go away. Like that, because I can't just buy stuff online. I mean, I do.
I get almost all my clothes from H&M. So that's nice because everything is so standardized there that it's like once I know what my H&M shirt size is, it's like, okay, it's that for everything. So I can just buy it online.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing that happens with me with like when I would do mail order stuff from like king size, which is a like large men's. I love the name king size, but anyway,
do they have a queen size too?
They do. It's called Full Beauty.
Oh man, queen size is such a great name though.
It is. It should be queen size. But anyway, once you, because they have like good return policy, so it's just kind of like if I try something on at home and it doesn't work, it's that. But like I'll have stuff now. It's like, all right, I know this brand, this size is the right one, and I can reorder that. But like, I don't know. One of the pluses of having to dress up for work now is that I don't have to like have as many clothes.
You don't have to think about what to wear.
Yeah, I have like 4 or 5 pairs of slacks and then like 10 to 15 polos and like button-ups that I rotate.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, grab a polo, grab a pants, put on the belt.
Same. I have to wear a collared shirt, so I just have like 1 pair of pants, and then I'll put on whatever t-shirt I grab first, and then I have a stack of almost identical button-up shirts that all have like either they're different colors or different patterns, but they're all the same.
Yeah. All right. This is what's annoying me about summer, is the fact that I can't even wear a polo without my nipples showing, so I have to wear an undershirt even when it's hot.
TJ, let those nips out.
You get some pasties.
No.
Duct tape.
Duct tape.
No, it's electrical tape. That's what they all do for the shows, the burlesque shows.
All right, electrical tape, TJ. You've learned it.
I just filled up my stomach on $8. It was great.
You need to get. Well, I guess I just don't have hard nipples. I don't have that problem. I never had that problem. Like I usually don't wear an undershirt with a polo. With a button up, I'll wear an undershirt if it's a lighter color. But if it's a darker color, in the winter, of course, I'll wear an undershirt. But in the summer, you get that top button open. You gotta get some breeze in there. It's so hot. If I'm wearing long pants and a long shirt, it's gotta be open. Anyway, God, what? We're so boring. What are we talking about? Damn it! Toys R Us closed. That is our childhood. Like that was the mecca.
We're all turning to dust now.
Can I talk about my car first? Because I just lost innocence today.
1 second. I just want to say this before we move to car. Jeffrey Giraffe. You will be missed. He's been put out to pasture behind the shed. Come out with the Remington. Goodbye, Jeffrey. It's over. Because he couldn't go back to the wild.
No.
You know, when you get a giraffe in a toy
Once
store
they get
like
used
that,
to accepting food from a handler, they can't hunt anymore.
Yeah. It's another store closing, whatever. I haven't been to Toys R Us in years. But like that was the place when I was a kid.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us.
Can we go to Toys R Us just to look at toys?
Yeah,
and that's gone.
Or
forever.
To look at all the like. When we were celebrating Thanksgiving with my grandparents, I would always have like this stack of newspaper flyers to look through and generate a Christmas
porn
list.
for kids.
Yeah,
that's what Ryan's Toys Reviews is. Literally, it's like, look at all these toys. I want them all. You just get that fucking fat stack, and then you'd upgrade to the Sears catalog with the women in the bras.
Yeah,
and you get to be like 12, 13. But that was for a different type.
No, but before that, for me it was the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition.
Oh, we didn't have that.
Do you remember
was-
those Christmas magazines?
Yeah.
Christmas catalog versions?
Yeah, the whole Christmas catalog.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
great. I'd read that
So-
every year.
If you want an awesome nostalgia trip, if you can find scans that people have made of those old things, it is kind of
Oh,
awesome.
great.
Just seeing like scans of like old like 1995 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys and stuff. it's a real awesome thing to go back and like just see that. Like look up the Sears holiday catalog like scans. It's kind of awesome. Like I don't know. Anyway, that's enough nostalgia. The pain of the past.
Yes.
As we learned last week. Let's talk about pain of the it's the past, but very close to present. TJ?
Yes. So sometime between last night and this morning, someone must have, I don't want to use the term broke into my car because we accidentally left it unlocked, so I guess it is my fault.
TJ, think about it this way. This is what happened to me when I had my car broken into and my iPod stolen out of it. Since it was unlocked, they didn't break the window.
Well, the thing is, I don't think they would have broken the window in the neighborhood
Wait,
we're in. I don't
fair
think they would have
enough.
done that. But regardless, so they came into my car. They rummaged through my console over here.
Yeah.
So a little inner part and a top part. They rummaged
Yeah.
through my little like crap.
Did
I
they steal
have.
your change?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
They rummaged through that. And they rummaged through my glove box, probably looking for anything important. They
Yeah.
left whatever burned CD I had just loosely out here. And, apparently, I have two 3.5-inch floppies here.
What?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I got them from my freelance boss. I think one of them has an old solitaire game that's better than the Windows Solitaire. He wanted it, so I was trying to get it. Yep. But I rummaged through this stuff. Didn't rummage through the back, and I'm super, super glad because I went ahead and checked. Whoever must not have known how to open my trunk.
I have old floppies that I found.
Yeah.
I want to be able to get onto these. I don't know how. I'll have to buy a floppy drive. This is John Story's Cowboy Bebop, I'm assuming.
Do you remember that when I first started on this podcast, I wanted to have a running segment, what's in TJ's trunk? Because I've got a shit ton of stuff in my trunk.
Yeah.
And while some of it's kind of semi-valuable, or at least valuable personally to me, like I got a box full of anime back there. I still have a PC season pass of Life is Strange in the back. I've got my drop mix that I bought for myself in the back.
Well, I can't believe that they didn't go into the back.
They didn't go in the back.
That's good. Count yourself lucky.
They just rummaged through.
What
my
did they
stuff.
take?
About $1 to $3 of loose change. I mean, they went through my glove box and even pulled out my I don't think it's my full title, but it's just to say, hey, this is my retail installment contract for my car. They left my registration and everything in here.
I mean, why would you need that?
Exactly.
Also, if you have somebody else's registration, that's probably a bad look.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't take anything there. I mean, when they went into my console, they dug deep, pulled out all the garbage I had in there.
They were looking for an iPod, is what they were looking for.
I mean, I have a thing of CDs between the seats they didn't take. I don't have an iPod.
No, but I mean, like, that's a big thing. Like, people leave phones and iPods in their cars all the time.
Yep. I mean,
And that's what they were looking for.
they moved my Pepto that's in the, it was in my console.
Was this in your driveway?
I'm in my drive. Yeah, it was in my driveway.
What? That's crazy. I mean,
but
like, you have a
soon I
pretty
got
quiet neighborhood.
Yeah, I know. But that's the kind of places where I think it's someone who's white.
Yeah.
Because no one would
Probably.
expect someone who's white. It's someone
Probably
probably
looking for all those opioids.
Let's say, for being near Chicago, you're in a very, very
yeah.
white neighborhood.
I
It is
would
all
say
houses and
It's probably someone white. I
yeah,
think it's male, and probably between the ages of 12 and 35.
yeah.
Which doesn't
Wow.
help, but that's what I
Fair
would
enough.
think.
That's crazy. I'm thinking. I want to
My car's
get.
full of garbage. My
Yeah.
car's full of garbage right now. I have 2 polos in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a tie in here.
TJ, I don't appreciate your racial stereotyping.
but I'm probably right.
Not all white people are car
This
thieves,
is how
TJ.
old I am. Is that I have 3.5-inch floppy disks that I literally used for their intended purpose of storing documents on
Is this
back in the day.
Is this episode 318?
It is.
This whole episode's about the past.
It is.
Everything here is about the past.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about the past. Anyway, I'm gonna drop off for about 5 minutes to fix the light bulb, and I will be right
Okay.
back in a better lighted situation.
All right. Well, I'm glad nothing important was stolen.
I missed the change.
Rip to your change. Rest in peace, change.
Just
I
your
might have had an
innocence.
extended warranty for my TV in here, but that's about it.
Oh, it's invaluable.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
All right, be right back.
Yep.
I'm looking through the 1996 JCPenney catalog.
Ha! I told
And
you.
I can't get. It's taking me forever to get past like the women's clothing, because the toys are in the back. I'm just gonna skip to the end and then move backwards. Right. All right.
Oh,
Telescope.
dude, check this out. All right, I just want to share this with people. It's called wishbookweb.com.
Yep. I posted
And it's
that on
just-
our Discord.
Thank you. So check out our Discord. BornInThe80s.net's the website. On the left-hand side, there'll be a link that says Discord. Click, you'll be in. Oh, this is good. So they just have all sorts of like.
Yeah, and it was going back even to the 1930s.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Like just being able to, like, find. Okay, wait. How do I get to the archive though from their website? Oh, right here.
Scroll up to the top. There's a menu.
Yeah, I see.
It's a
Yep,
really
catalogs.
poorly designed website.
It is. Well, it's just a WordPress blog, but oh man, so if you are nostalgic, you can go like every year they have every wish book, and these are huge. The 1989 Sears Wishbook was 672 pages. The 91 806. Oh my god, these are so good. This is the best thing I've ever found. I have this one.
it's
I
so
remember
great.
these. Oh, I'm just gonna fucking just like I don't know like what it's called, like when you like masturbate, like just to like nostalgia. Because like this happened to me.
Nostalgia bait.
Well, this happened to me because on
Masturbate.
Google.com, they have every issue of Boy's Life, like archived.
Oh man.
So I can read like the 1993 Boy's Life issues that I remember getting. Here's the 94 catalog. This is what John was. Oh my god. These models. Oh, and this website's great too because it has like a built-in like viewer. Like, okay, you were right, Matt, about this. It is all. I remember this too. Getting the wish book is just like the first 50 pages are just like fucking women's clothing. You're like, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
What you got to
I
do
don't need
is
your
what I think I
belts.
actually did. Just flip to the last page and then work back and find the beginning of the toy section. So I was always just like, fuck all this, like 500 pages before.
Oh
here.
yeah, look at these women's night. There's a night shirt that's like a fucking. Remember the shirt that goes all the way down to your knees? There's a Tasmanian Devil Carolina Panthers shirt.
There's
for a
a
night
Super
shirt.
Nintendo combo with the Super Game Boy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a fucking jukebox radio for $60. Oh, here we go. Walkman. Oh, dude. Sony. Oh, this is the exact CD player I think my parents got. Discman. It's $160 portable CD player. Oh, these hi-fis. Oh, look at this cabinetry set. You can get your TV in there. Oh man, this is a pure.
Check out the
pure,
sweet Game Gear storage case.
Yeah, this is just pure joy. I mean, can we do like an Amazon expedition where we just kind of go through? Let's do a Twitch stream where we just go through a wish book
Yeah.
and comment
Just
on
look through.
everything. Oh,
Comment on literally everything.
yes! Magnum CDI. Oh, shit, dude. Look at this shit. Mad Dog McCree included. The fucking Berenstein. Oh, here's the Zelda CDI game. The two of them. Hotel Mario. Oh, how much was it? They wanted $300 for a CDI. Isn't it crazy how little prices have changed
Yeah.
when you think about it?
And
I mean,
when you think about
technology
how
is
much
getting
more
cheaper.
computing power is in like an Xbox now, like an Xbox One. Insane.
Matt, I don't know what the feeling is about like nostalgia, but I just feel so good that I have this to look through.
It's a drug.
It's
don't
well, it's not
overdose.
that. It's just so neat, like the like old tech, like just looking at this page right now. There's like 12 different VCRs.
We're
like,
really
it's crazy.
living up to the name of this podcast now. Like,
I know. Well, oh,
sweet
fuck,
baseball card collections.
Yes. Oh, desktop computers here. We got some Windows, not 95 yet. Oh my god.
But there's Intel inside of there.
Oh, here's the toys. Speak and spell. Oh my god. Oh. This is too much. Oh. All right. Sorry, I just
got
had
a
the screen
2XL
share
in
on.
the other room.
This is so good. Like, I'm so glad that someone saved this. Like, this is one thing I've always been about and this is why I got like over the last winter break, got like a VCR and was just like ripping commercials to my YouTube channel. Because it's just like stuff like that gets lost forever. You know what I mean? And like particularly like the Clausen's Bakery, which is a Middleton like European bakery. They had like a holiday ad that was really kind of quaint and adorable. And I was like,
John froze. he fell too far down the nostalgia hole, and now it's just me alone here. How's everybody doing? Here's a pottery wheel. Hey TJ, you saved me. John just froze like a minute ago.
Cool.
I
I need to get some lighting. There, that's a little better. I'm in a different spot of the house. I just felt like
So we were just flipping through a bunch of old catalogs, which we posted in the Discord.
awesome.
Oh, it's so great. They go back to like 1930. It's insane.
Discord.gg. I'm just going to open in my browser here. But, it's cool. I love the old catalogs. I really do.
It's just such a trip. Oh man, Star Wars walkie-talkies that look like the Stormtrooper and Darth Vader helmet.
Oh, that's cool.
And the Star Wars Darth Vader power talker that changes your voice. I wanted that shit so bad.
Our Discord. Join our Discord. Everyone join our Discord today.
Do it,
Please. Do it.
or else we'll hunt you down.
Is anyone talking on Twitch?
I don't think
Someone
so.
else's computer right now. I'm not muted. Not muted. Okay, there we go. Oh, I
Let's see,
can't.
how long
I
have we
can't
been
log into
going?
Twitch because it's gonna. Authy's gotta authorize this. I'm Oh, there it is. Never mind. I thought it was just through the Authy thing. I didn't think it would actually send me an SMS. Alright, fine. Channel for mature audiences. Holy fuck, that's my face.
It's for mature audiences, so we can say bad words
Yes.
like wiener.
Here, hang on. Let me go backwards and go super emo. I got this.
Yeah.
But my hair's getting
You have
quite
to
long.
dye the
It's great.
top of your hair blue, and then we'll be really popular on Twitch.
I should go green. I'd do a green streak. Because if I do a blue streak, then I'm in a movie with Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, but that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better.
Oh man, I know I'm not like being really entertaining right now. I'm just staring at page after page of this.
Oh, I bet. You got to describe it though.
So there's these things. They're like what? The IQ Unlimited computer is like a little solid state computer that you plug cartridges into, and then pretended you were like on a real computer.
See, I had one of those from the early 1990s called PC Pal. Loved the PC Pal.
I had something like this, but it wasn't. I don't think it had cartridges. It just had some built-in stuff, and the display was just like one of those number letter type displays, like on an alarm clock.
Yeah,
But I was still like, I'm on a laptop. I'm in the future.
It's kind of like how the PC Pal was too.
Yeah.
Ooh, the 1990 JCPenney Christmas catalog has an ad for the Nintendo, including all of the accessories, like the NES Max, which is the worst controller ever made. Because instead of a joystick or a directional pad, you had a little slide thing that didn't revert back to neutral.
Oh yeah, that looks like garbage.
But otherwise, it had two dedicated turbo buttons. Just hold the button for turbo. And then you had the two standard buttons for not hold the button for turbo. Let's see.
Okay, so that thing on the left, it's just like sliding on a flat plane.
Yes. There's a little bit of resistance, but nothing that will spring you back to neutral. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah, that is a thing I did not know existed before just now.
NES Advantage was one of the better controllers. That was it simulated an actual arcade stick because you had a full joystick and two big buttons. And you had a programmable...
Hey!
Hey!
I don't know what happened.
You broke.
I could hear Matt talking about how I had died.
Yeah, no,
like
you just froze
2
up.
minutes. And I was just like, this is what dying is like.
You were dead all
I wouldn't
along.
say it's that far off.
I'm disappointed they don't have the Sears 1995 or JCPenney 1995.
We're just busy talking about the NES Max, the greatest
Garbage
video
controller.
game controller of all time.
Anyway, we could change the subject now. That was a pretty natural spot, but yeah, you just want to put that on the general Discord.
Yeah, it's there.
Wait, I don't see anything on our Discord. Maybe it didn't update. Oh, Bytecast discussion you put it in? Ah, there it is.
Yeah, that's open, right? You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
need
yeah.
like
Oh, my
special
Lord.
permissions or
Yeah.
anything.
I had one of these.
So anyway, it's probably the coolest website. So TJ,
Yep.
I wanted to schedule a Twitch stream where we'll look through one of these.
Oh, that'd be great.
I would love it. Let's just go through a catalog. And we can skip through a lot of the garbage, obviously. Like the 100 pages of women's clothing.
And we'll all wear Santa hats and drink hot cocoa.
That's right. It'll be Christmas catalog in July. It'll be August, though.
I'll get a little green screen behind me so I can put up like a fake fire pit, a fake fireplace.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is because this kind of ties back into the retail thing, but this is like the heyday of retail.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want your Batman animated series, fucking Batmobile, you gotta go to Sears. Oh fuck, dude, I gotta. Get off
it
this.
was the magical
I'm just
time
going through the
between
toys.
mail order and internet e-commerce.
I'm not even going through them. I'm just reminiscing, and I pulled up a picture of something I used to have as a kid.
Yeah.
What
Game
is it?
Show.
What is that?
Oh, I know. That's that super creepy, like, it's not like a board game, right? But it's like a physical game with a little dude that talks
it's
at
a
you, right?
physical like quiz show game.
Yeah.
It'll tell you if that's your answers right, and it'd be like very quippy about it. No, TJ, don't quit your day job.
Man,
That
I
sort of
remember
thing. Because you actually put in your initials, so it would say my name.
That. Okay.
You had a hack to get around. You're like, you're
Nice.
gonna say my full name.
I had one of these microscope sets. I got Tasco because I was a nerd. Never had a rock tumbler.
I always wanted one though.
God. Here's all the garbage gifts. All the fucking. Oh, here's a little wood burning kit. Nobody wanted that. I want to make toys. I want to play with toys. Oh, Briar horses. Oh, this is where my wife was at. The 1994 Briar horses. Get them while they're hot. Spend $14 on a tiny plastic horse. Oh man, Super Nintendo.
What is that like sniper rifle for the Nintendo?
This thing, the Super Scope.
Oh, Super Scope's
Yeah.
great.
Look at
Oh,
okay.
man.
First off, let's look at all these board games.
I love board games.
Dream
My favorite part.
Phone, Mall Madness. Oh, well, there's some weird shit in here. Mr. Bucket, obviously.
Love Mr.
Mhm.
Bucket.
Put
what
your
the fuck
balls
is
in my
Eat at
mouth.
Ralph's. Flying Thunder. My friend had Flying Thunder, and it was the coolest shit. It's like a little helicopter that's like on a stick, and it spins around the board, and then you have to like use the controller to try and pick up like people off of buildings.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It was an awesome game. 13 Dead End Drive, classic. Jenga. Oh my god. Gator Golf. Oh my god. Look at
Yeah,
this.
Gator Golf.
So this is 94. So the Super Nintendo's been out for 2 years, right? In 94?
It came out in 91.
So
So
it's 3 years.
Yep.
So pretty fucking good deal back in 94. $130 for SNES.
with Super Mario All Stars too.
Yeah, with All Stars and Super Mario World.
2 separate carts, not the combo.
Oh, it's the combo cart. Well, it says Super Mario All Stars game cartridge, complete system, 2 controllers, Super Mario World game pack. So maybe 2, yeah,
Okay.
not the combo.
That must have been before they bundled the game together.
And here's the
Oh, look at that,
garbage
the
right here.
Generic controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah, third-party
Wow.
controllers.
Oh, we can't afford the regular one. We got to get you these garbage. I want this thing. This NES, like, sorry, we can't do this on the podcast. People
Yeah, we
can't
can.
see this.
I
No,
want
no,
that
no, we can't do
Mario
this too much.
Paint mouse.
Yeah.
Mm.
So just like describing this, like wireless controllers here. That's what these are. Back
Oh,
in
man, I bet the
1994.
battery life on that was like 5 minutes.
The
Let's see here.
D-pads look garbage. They're discs.
Yeah, 2
Disc
AA's
D-pads.
per controller. Anyway, okay, we gotta stop. Stop. No, okay, we gotta change because we can't. We'll do this as a special. We should because I really want to do it. I want to go through.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's bring back Amazon Expedition / Wishbook edition.
Here's the well-known theme for
Classics.
Amazon Expedition.
Yeah,
Everybody
You had one.
remembers and loves that.
I love that show and I want to do more of it, but Matt doesn't. So,
Why am I getting the blame?
hey, you're the one that hosted it. I haven't gotten an invite to another one. So this show hasn't stopped. I
Yeah.
invite you every week.
Wait, even though Adam was the one hosting it, wasn't I mostly the one that scheduled it? Isn't it
Because
me?
of what?
The Amazon Expedition.
Adam.
No, oh, sorry, Adam. It's been a long week at work.
Yep. Matt.
Madam.
Hold up, Elfie.
Smoke
I found
weed
Elfie.
every day.
Stop. We'll get to Elfie later. We got to do this as a separate episode. We're tainting it now.
Yeah, I remember Elfie.
We got to do
Oh.
the 1990 JCPenney catalog. There's some
Can you
good
show
stuff
me a
in here.
picture of Elfie on the screen? Can you screen share Elfie?
No.
Matt,
Well,
Or
there, I got
Oh,
this.
I don't know
okay,
how to.
no.
know
TJ's
how
gonna
to-
turn his camera around so I can see what Elfie is. I don't remember Elfie. Oh, I remember Elfie. I
The
thought you meant Elfie is
pre-2XL.
Yeah. He's like
Right
a
next to
calculator
Elfie
robot.
is the generic version of Light Bright. Flip back.
So I played
Yeah.
a more modern game this
Okay.
week.
Modern?
More modern than 1996.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't think you've heard of this one, John. It's called Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight. Yeah. I
This
played
one
you
that.
go.
comes- you're some kind of small little bug person,
You're a
and
bugman.
you murder other bug things and collect goo, and that's as far as I understand the game.
Yeah.
Very strange, dark world.
How far in did you get?
How do I even measure progress? I guess.
Have you beaten a boss?
Yes. But also there seems to be smaller bosses that
What boss did you beat?
um
Did you fight False Knight?
no.
So you haven't fought a boss yet.
Oh, really? Okay,
Those
I
are
thought
mini-bosses.
I fought a bunch of mini bosses, and I did fight the Hornet the first time she shows up.
Oh, okay, no, that's a boss. I haven't even fought that yet.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going the right direction with anything. I'm just kind of like,
that's the thing with the game is it doesn't really give you direction. You just kind of go,
Mhm.
but that's fine. It's exploring.
I did-
That's what I like about it. Is exploring.
I like when you like see stuff when it's and it's obvious that you're gonna have like some skill in the future that
Yeah.
you don't have yet,
Yeah.
like the dash.
I
Or
can't reach that yet.
I just like finally got the wall climb, the wall like
Yeah.
running thingy, and so
Yeah.
I'm like trying to remember. Okay, where are all of the places that I saw obvious wall climb cliffs?
Yeah. The joy of the Metroidvania, for sure, is just like being able to go back and being like, I can get there now, and then finding something cool there. So, yeah, I like the way that the game is set up with like mapping, where you're like trying to find like make your own map of the area, and like each like
Yeah.
and you have I forget the damn name of the guy. I
know.
I have Calcifer in my mind, but that's the
Filbert.
no,
Billiam.
Calcifer is the like crazy spider-armed guy from Spirited Away who does the boilers in the bottom of the bathhouse. No, that's not Calcifer. Calcifer is the magic flame that is in the fucking Miyazaki movie about the Howl's Moving Castle. That's Calcifer. Anyway, it's a name like that.
House of many
let me-
ways.
Anyway, yeah, he'll get you a map of each area that's incomplete. And
Yeah.
I've read that like there's certain areas where he'll be too scared to go in certain rooms, so they're not mapped out. And so you'll have to like, because you'll get supplies. Because you go back up top.
Yeah,
there's a
you
map
buy
store.
like a pen and paper, but then that stuff doesn't get mapped out until the next time that you go sit on a bench.
Yes, you have
and
to
you
sit
kind
on
of
a
like
bench.
recall your journey and like map out where you've been and stuff.
It's Cornifer. That's why I was so close. But anyway, yeah. I kind of like that though, because the idea is it's like kind of a risk reward with traveling. It's like, all right, how far in do I want to go before I double back and go to a bench that I know? Like,
Yeah. And when you die, you kind of go to retrieve your shade, and it
yeah, you have
tries to kill you.
yourself.
You have to kill your dead spirit, and then you can
Yeah.
get your little like currency things back. So
Yeah.
if you go too far, then you're risking like, well, if I die on my way to get to my corpse, then that shit's just gone.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those things that I was really worried about in the game is like, oh, will it be frustrating? But it doesn't feel like that, because it feels like you did too. You're like, I probably shouldn't have gone that far. Like that was my fault for not like, or like, oh, I fucked that up and did that. And the currency is like something that, at least since I know that you can lose it all, is I try and spend it and go to stores as often as possible.
Yeah.
And try not to
I just
hold
came
on to
across
lot
a
of it.
bank, but
Yeah.
I didn't have enough to open up an account.
Yeah.
So apparently you can
Exactly.
do that too.
Yeah, so there's like different ways to like do it. Because like people were saying this game is difficult and it's for hardcore
is.
people only.
But it seems to be set up well where like they'll give you a save spot when you're about to go to something really difficult. So you are gonna, like, when I fought the Hornet, I was like, is Hornet the right word? I think so.
Yeah.
I was like, it took me a lot of attempts, but
Yeah.
I had very little distance to go to get back and try it again.
Yeah, it's Hornet. I believe you fight him multiple times.
Yeah, because I did not kill them.
Oh, you went to Green Path, huh?
Yeah.
I noped right out of there. All the
Go to
acid.
Green Path.
Every day.
Hi-yo. But I will say one thing I love about the game is how fucking like just cool it feels.
Yeah.
Like it's just so like it's just like really neat like world. Like the animation and like design, character design is just so cool. Like everything is just so like dark and mysterious. Anyway.
Yeah. And
I love it.
like when you get hit, you're like you lose a ton of vision for like half a second.
Yeah.
So that's got a really cool feel.
Did you get spells then? Did you do that part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you
I
didn't
got a
fight the
shooty
boss.
spell?
You didn't fight False Knight, the boss.
I don't think so.
He's really close to the spell area, and you kind of like go through his area to get there. It's like a big armored guy. Like,
let me
takes up,
look.
like, half the screen.
False Knight.
False Knight.
Oh yeah, I killed him.
Oh,
I
okay.
murdered that guy.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, it'd be hard for you to get. That was a really easy boss fight.
The bosses do a really good job of like telegraphing their timing and stuff too.
Yeah.
So you kind of pick up on it.
Yeah. The key is just like make sure you dodge first, attack second to learn the pattern. And then once you understand the pattern, then you can start like committing to attacks. And that's like a good advice for the game if you feel like it's too difficult. Is like just because you're pretty quick, and if you just focus on dodging, it'll be hard to get in. And you can heal yourself because you can get distance and heal. You know, if you time
that is another really nice thing. You can spend your mana to heal up a little bit.
Yeah, and you get mana,
and then you get that back just by whacking stuff.
Yeah, you know that's how I get my mana back.
Yep.
Is just whacking it.
That's how I heal. So you can you're a lot more resilient, provided you can.
I'm glad that you've enjoyed
dash
it. I mean,
away.
it's so cheap. Like what, $15, and I think they just announced a new DLC for it, or is it going to be free in an update?
A free DLC?
I don't know. Let's see here. Hollow Knight DLC, Gods and Glory release date, epic new album and merch. It says free content pack, Gods of Glory. Yeah, free update with a bunch of new areas, new bosses, new music, new quests. Wow, awesome! Isn't that awesome? It's not free. This is bullshit. Oh, okay, here we go. Through Hollow Knight's content packs. Blah blah blah. The Gods and Nightmares is the soundtrack is $5. Okay.
Oh.
So you can buy the soundtrack, which is great, FYI.
And you can get it on Nintendo eShop.
Yes, which is where I bought it.
Which is cool. I'm just playing with my little Xbox controller on my computer.
Yeah.
On my computer,
it's
do.
Like, definitely recommend. Anyway, I don't know. I think we got to end though.
I got one more little thing before we finish.
TJ, go.
I watched a quote new unquote anime. I started watching it.
TJ's Anime Corner.
TJ's Anime Corner.
Meow 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 meow.
I've watched the first 3 episodes of Ouran High School Host Club.
Oh, TJ.
It's good.
What's that about?
So, first, we should get a little background as to what a host is, at least in Japanese culture.
Okay.
A host is typically a man who, I would equate it to like, what was Deuce Bigelow doing in the male gigolo movie? It's basically a gigolo style where you're just basically not selling, but selling your time.
Wait, is this a man gigolo anime?
What's that?
So you're an escort.
You're kind of a male escort in a way. but it's in a high school, so everything's PG, and main character ends up getting accidentally in their club room, not knowing that it existed. Main character is a commoner, whereas everyone at Oron Academy is a very, very rich person.
Okay.
Finds this host club, which is, everyone knows it except for this person, because this person's only just trying to do their due diligence and just study hard and do well in school. They end up breaking an 8 million yen vase, which, just for simplistic purposes, that's about $80,000 vase.
Yeah.
Don't play ball in the
And
house.
The host club basically says, "Hey, you're going to be our errand boy, until you pay this off," and then eventually they
So wait, this is like Risky Business, the anime?
not exactly because
Like the plot of Risky Business is a prostitute steals like a priceless thing from his parents' house, and so he has to open up a
they're not
whorehouse
true,
in his parents' house while they're gone to earn the money.
they're not true prostitutes.
Okay.
But the boys in the club end up taking this person, dressing them up like a host, and then being like, "Oh, instead you can just, as long as 100 girls from the school request you, we'll pay off the debt." And eventually they increase that to 1,000. But the big comedy of errors here is main
Is it a
character's
man
not a
dressed
boy.
as a woman?
Main character
It's a
is
woman
girl.
dressed as a man?
Yes.
Ah,
Short
that's
hair.
How very Shakespearean.
that's such a classic like Japanese anime thing, because there's so many 12th Night type like
Yeah, and
animes.
I mean, and she's both a pretty boy and a gorgeous girl.
yeah.
But
Well, that sounds fun. I've
Dramedy
actually
ensues, but
I've heard of that one.
it's not super
lot.
serious, but it's well done. At least
You
from what I've
watching
seen so far.
sub or dub, TJ?
I'm watching the dub.
You bastard. I don't mind dubs. I say
I started watching a dub last night while I was folding laundry, so I didn't have to always be watching.
that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the
is
thing.
I do prefer subs over dubs in a lot of ways. Oh, if only because it used to be caught up, you had to watch the Japanese. Like, and now it's a little bit more simultaneous. So, like, watching old stuff, sure. Like, some of it's bad, but the voice acting's generally okay, depending on who did it. You know, like, and it's fine. You know, you have your chies, but that's in a good way. Like in Persona 4. You know?
Chie from Golden's better than Chie from the original.
Oh, but I love Chie in 4. It's so
Fair enough.
heartwarming. Her weird like stilted dialogue that would happen sometimes.
Yes.
Aha, is this our chance? Anyway, it would happen all the time, and it was just like, I loved it though. Like, I don't know, it gave her character.
My Trial of the Dragon DVD.
Yeah, she was fun, but no. But like, yeah, I probably should subscribe and no. Like the shows that I've seen in sub, I'm gonna keep in sub. But like, if I'm starting something new, I might watch the dub. It's crazy with My Hero Academia. Like it's like the same day basically.
It was, but no, it's now 2 weeks behind.
Oh, it's 2 weeks behind. But
They did a thing where it was like we wanted to get our content to be a bit more polished. So
Yeah.
instead of doing, it was same day,
yeah.
but now it's a little behind, which is
Well,
fine.
and it's difficult to do between subs and dubs because it's not just a simple translate it and say it, because you have to translate it, and then you want to try and use word choices that match up to the mouth movements as much
And
as
still
possible.
try to match the idea,
Yeah.
which is a little harder to do. Even harder if you try to do that in song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Songs are rough because, because you don't want the classic, trope of mouth moving when the dialogue has stopped of
Yep.
like the dubs from like back in the, like Godzilla days. So,
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I started Attack on Titan season 3 started last week, so I've been catching up. I've been watching. I caught all the way up and been watching that. Still good. Season 2 kind of went poop for a while, and then it came back. Like it wrapped around by the end, and I was back in.
I haven't even watched season 1 yet.
It's real good. Season 2 gets a little bit weird. Not to spoil Attack on Titan, because it's
Titans.
like old. There's Titans, but also the main character is a Titan.
Yeah,
That's like
I knew that.
the big. Yeah, exactly. The show was on in 2013, I think, for 2015 the first season. So you guys are a little behind, but no, but that's not that surprising. But anyway, he can become a Titan inside. But then, like, let's just say season 2 goes into that a lot more and a lot less on like the horror stuff, which is like Titans eating people and like them trying to escape and run away on horses and stuff. Which
Horror,
is the cool part.
more like vorer.
Yeah, exactly. Is the vor anime. This is all about giant people eating people, and people being brought out of the mouths sometimes before they're, or cut out of the inside while they're still alive, like type things. It's awesome though. Attack on Titan is so good. Like just the concept is terrifying. But yeah, they kind of get wonky in season 2, but then it brings it back around by the end. Because they like kind of go off on a tangent for a while, and then it's like, oh no, let's get back to what made the show great. So, and then season 3 has just started. So, season 3 seems like a Walking Dead, where it's the Titans aren't the real monsters, the people are. That's kind of where it's going. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I don't know if I like that, because I like the big scary monsters being the monsters, but we'll see. Yeah. All right. Well, let's end it. The website, bornintheeighties.net. You can find Discord link to find the wish lists, the classic that's shared on our Discord channel. We're on there all the time. I'm on Twitter, John_Danger. Don't ever go on Twitter; it's the worst. Also, did I see that I have my follower count is? Yeah, I have 250 followers now.
I could overtake John with a coup.
I know.
Do it.
It's just terrible. I just
You can
can't
find-
believe how terrible it is. I had 450 a week ago. Like, they have just purged accounts. Like, so now it's literally down just to the real people.
I mean,
People
maybe
that
that's a
love-
good sign. We'll see if it's
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, just wait till they get done and I'll just buy more.
Yeah. You can find me at Matt Haig Music everywhere. MattHaigMusic.com is probably the best place. You can listen to my stuff for free on there, or you can listen on Spotify and get me paid.
And after this episode, we're going to be hearing your cover of Time After Time.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'll
John,
plug
I'll
it in
send
if
you
it's
that.
okay with you.
You can paste it on the end of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, the website that I bought followers for DevuMe is
It's gone.
it says no longer accepting clients, officially closed. But they have a link to another place called fastsocialmarketing.com.
Officially
Which
trying
looks-
not to get sued.
It's a bit.ly link.
We
so I don't
reopened
know if I
under a
wanna
new
click-
name.
I don't know if I want to click this link. It looks very scammy. So
You could find me online at Twitter over at MayofMay84, and maybe at Twitch, twitch.tv/MayofMay. I want to get back into it. It's been long enough. I might
Do
actually
it.
have time coming up soon. We'll discuss that later. You can buy me at patreon.com/bornintheeighties.
Buy yourself a TJ.
Yeah, buy yourself a TJ. That's where to go. And message me on Discord. I will respond in
Yep.
at least 12 hours.
nice.
At most 12 hours. Anyone else?
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
check out this fucking thing. You got a fucking Razer Death Adder.
Oh,
Elite.
cool. Are you a professional video gamer now?
Yeah, I am. Cower. No, it's because my other gaming mouse broke. And then this is the replacement one I had, which is a fucking CM Storm Zornet, Xornet. It fucking sucks. Like, it is really shitty.
Yeah.
And it also is also 3-fingered. So you put your whole like hand on, and it's also really small in my palm.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's weird.
I don't like it. No, and I was like, the Death Adder supposedly is great for big hands, which I have large hands, so like that fits just like perfect in my hand.
This is a
I
tremendous mouse.
Yeah, well, I bought it because I'm sure this is a thing Amazon did. So I know Amazon will have price fluctuations and stuff based on your like browsing habits.
Yeah.
And because I was looking at it for a while and I didn't buy it, it was 60, and they dropped it to 50, and I was like, all right, boom, boom, $50.
When Amazon gets really thirsty, they'll like send you an email about it, like, hey, this item you were looking at dropped in price.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, the Zornet mouse was like, I was editing the podcast, and it's like so like just like the pointer is just like, it's so like fucking like just touchy, where it was just like I just kept misclicking on stuff, and I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. I need a real mouse that like works, and so that happened.
A real mouse with curves. I just
Oh,
have
did you know? Yep.
I just have I think a Corsair. I don't know. It was a mouse keyboard combo that was like the cheapest quote unquote gaming mouse combo when I was building this computer, and it seems to work fine. I spilled a bunch of milk on the keyboard, so that doesn't work anymore.
No. Oh, this I will say, the CM Storm Zornet is terrible, but the CM Storm keyboard that I have, the Quickfire Pro, is the best keyboard I've ever had.
The clickety clack.
Yeah, but I mean, it just is so. The buttons are so good. Like, it's so responsive. So,
I have a keyboard that's actually made by Amazon, or like, I don't know. They don't have like a factory somewhere, but it's under their Amazon Basics brand. It's only the best for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, this keyboard has light modes. You can see the red.
It's not really showing up for me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Here, I'm gonna get up close. But you can see like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like but that's one lighting mode, and then I can also do. That's where it's kind of glows in and out like slowly, and if I hit function F1, I think there's one that does colors, or is it only red? Yeah, okay. But this guy changes colors, like just all the time. It's green.
Is it based on your mood?
No, it just is always just shifting between its RGB color palette. Anyway, that's like what makes like computer equipment gaming is that it has lights
a bunch of
on it.
LEDs.
It has a bunch of LEDs on it. Yeah, but this is the Death Adder Elite with the chroma lighting or whatever.
Do people still do like the really tricked out like tower cases with a bunch of LEDs and stuff?
Oh yeah. Mine has well, the video card I have has lights on it.
Yeah, mine has that too, and mine has like a bunch of semi-transparent panels.
Yeah,
but it's been a while since I've seen just like a totally LED'd out like.
No, people buy
thing.
the case LEDs like crazy. I like how TJ, I'm not blaming you for this, but you're just like, I'll be free by 7, but you were not allowed to leave.
You were trapped.
What?
You were trapped.
I am trapped.
You thought you were free, but you're not.
Don't worry, TJ. I have a feeling soon you'll be free all the time.
Yeah.
Wink.
You'll be able to float, because we all float down here.
We all float down here. Have you ever looked at like the new or rising tabs of Reddit?
No.
It's just it's garbage noise.
Up on my Reddit usage lately.
I've been doing that a lot more. It's I don't know. I don't want to do. I still do too much Twitter, but like I don't know. I need some kind of like outreach because I don't like have random small talk conversations most days or anything. So I'm like I need humanity.
That's why I'm on 1 million. Well, I'm on like 25 Discord servers.
Yeah, I should do that. I just joined one for a podcast I listen to, but I'm like I don't remember how to do like chat rooms.
People, that's what I try to do.
Do you know what's interesting? I'm reading an article on the Daily Beast right now about the McDonald's Monopoly game.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, is that
I guess,
happening again?
No, but let me just read this. How an ex-cop rigged McDonald's Monopoly game and stole millions. Jerome Jacobson and his network of mobsters, psychics, strip club owners, and drug traffickers won almost every prize for 12 years until the FBI launched Operation Final Answer. So from like 1999 to like 2012, they had just these people that were like basically stealing like the cups and pieces, you know, and
That's crazy.
just giving them out. Yeah. Fucking
I remember
crazy.
when I realized that every contest like that has to have a no purchase necessary option.
Yes.
So I realized you could send a self-addressed stamped envelope
Yes.
and get free McDonald's pieces. And so you end up spending like 50 cents total or something. And you would get like 6 game pieces, and at least one of those was always like a free cheeseburger
Free
or
fries,
free
or, yeah.
fries, free sundae. And I sent a shit ton of those.
That's really smart. Also, did you know that not always, but in a lot of cases, like this is my brother did this, but the prize pool for the self-addressed stamp envelope version is separate from the other one. So typically the
really?
odds are better. Yeah, not always. Not with I think those ones, but I know with like the PS4 giveaway from
I always
Taco Bell.
assumed that they somehow weighted it so that you were less likely to get like the big prizes.
No, it has to be the same odds, I think, legally. Like, or else it's like
Interesting.
gambling, because then you're giving them money to earn something. So they have to have the free option as well, or else it would be gambling. Then it's just like a giveaway, because you don't have to pay to win.
When we officially start the podcast, I want to talk about how my car was broken into this morning.
Okay,
What? You're just having a rough time.
Yeah.
TJ, you should move up to Wisconsin, Chicago's.
Yeah.
Actually, don't, because I bought that iPass.
Yeah, stay down there so I can drive to see you.
It was only $30, and I can always use it when I visit Adam anyway, which I never will again. But you know, because Adam lives in a tiny house with his boyfriend. Oh, and I think his brother might still be roommates, so there's no empty room. Like it's just so. Anyway. But you know. We can get started.
Welcome
pretty
to
soon.
Born in the 80s, episode 318. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts.
Hey.
Matthew Allen Hagg.
And
You can search that on Google and get that and find out where he lives and get docs. Docs Matt. Hashtag
Docs Matt. No, that's against Twitch's terms of service. Don't get my channel banned by doxing me on the stream.
I doxed myself on my Twitch stream. Does that mean I get banned? No, let's get started for sure.
Okay.
All right.